the natural remedies no one talks about. What if the most powerful pharmacy on Earth isn't a building, but the world right outside your door? What if the answers to some of our most chronic illnesses weren't waiting in a high-tech lab, but were waiting to be rediscovered? For years, I watched a close family member struggle with managing their blood sugar. It was a frustrating roller coaster of conventional treatments, a cycle of hope and disappointment, burdened by side effects that just seemed to create new problems. It was an isolating and frankly hopeless journey. It wasn't until we stumbled upon a natural approach, one used for centuries but largely overlooked by the mainstream, that things started to change. That experience sent me down a rabbit hole, uncovering a world of potent and powerful remedies from nature. These are the remedies that don't have billion-dollar marketing budgets. They can't be easily patented, packaged, and profited from in the same way. In this video, we're looking at these powerful secrets hiding in plain sight. We'll explore a fruit that supports blood sugar, an herb that wages war on antibiotic-resistant superbugs, and a simple plant that can challenge billion-dollar pharmaceuticals. This is the story of the remedies our current system tends to overlook, and why science is finally starting to catch up. The supportive fruit, hiding in plain sight. Let's start with one of the most widespread health challenges of our time: the struggle to maintain healthy blood sugar. It's an issue affecting hundreds of millions, feeding a pharmaceutical market worth hundreds of billions. The conventional approach often means a lifetime of medication and constant monitoring. But what if there was a natural approach that could offer powerful support? Enter Momordica carantia, better known as bitter melon. This bumpy, peculiar-looking gourd from Asia, Africa, and the Caribbean has been a staple in traditional medicine for thousands of years, respected for its ability to support blood sugar control. And this isn't just folklore. Modern science is beginning to understand why. One story I heard from an integrative medicine practitioner really stands out. He had a patient in his late 50s on the verge of needing insulin. His fasting glucose was dangerously high, and he was terrified about his future. Along with his prescribed medications, the practitioner suggested adding a standardized bitter melon extract to his daily routine. The patient was skeptical. He'd been told that diet and supplements wouldn't be enough. But within weeks, the changes were noticeable. His morning blood sugar readings began to stabilize. After 3 months, his levels had dropped so significantly that his primary doctor, in disbelief, agreed to cautiously reduce his medication. So, what's the science? How can a simple vegetable have such a strong effect? Researchers have found that bitter melon contains active substances like carotene and an insulin-like compound called polypeptide P. These compounds appear to work in a few ways. They may help the pancreas, protect insulin-producing cells, and even mimic insulin's effects in the body, helping move glucose from the blood into our cells for energy. A 2022 study found that a bitter melon extract could help lower glucose levels in people with prediabetes, and a 2020 study on a specific peptide from bitter melon also showed it could help regulate blood glucose. So if it's this promising, why isn't every doctor talking about it? The answer is a roadblock for so many natural remedies. You can't patent a vegetable. A pharmaceutical company can't own the rights to bitter melon, give it a catchy name, and secure a 20-year monopoly. Without that massive profit potential, there's little financial incentive for the huge multi-million-dollar clinical trials required for drug approval. The system is designed to validate synthetic, patentable molecules, not plants. And so, bitter melon remains on the fringes, a powerful tool for health that millions continue to struggle without, stuck in a system that offers them few other options. At the ancient herb that fights modern superbugs. Now let's turn to one of the most serious threats in modern medicine: antibiotic-resistant superbugs. The World Health Organization calls it a global crisis, warning we're approaching a post-antibiotic era where common infections could become deadly again. For decades, we've been in a race to develop stronger antibiotics, but bacteria are evolving faster than we can innovate. What if part of the answer wasn't a new synthetic drug, but an ancient golden-hued plant extract? This brings us to berberine. It's a compound extracted from plants like golden seal, Oregon grape, and barberry. If you've never heard of it, you're not alone. But in traditional medicine, it's a legend, used for centuries as a potent antimicrobial. Now, as our best antibiotics start to fail, scientists are taking a serious new look at it, and the findings are astonishing. Take the case of a patient with a chronic staph infection. For over a year, she was in a nightmarish loop of antibiotic treatments that would work for a while, only for the infection to return stronger. When her doctors were running out of options, She consulted a naturopath who suggested a high-dose berberine protocol as a supportive therapy. The results were staggering. Her infection finally cleared up, and more importantly, it stayed gone. While that's just one story, a growing body of in vitro research, meaning studies done in a lab, not in humans, is validating berberine's power. Lab studies have shown it has significant activity against a wide range of dangerous pathogens, including the dreaded MRSA, methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus, E. coli, and Salmonella. But what's really exciting is its synergistic effect. Some in vitro studies found that when berberine is used alongside conventional antibiotics, it can make those antibiotics dramatically more effective, even against resistant strains. It's like berberine weakens the bacteria's defenses, allowing the antibiotic to deliver the final blow. So why isn't berberine being fast-tracked as a solution to the superbug crisis? Again, it largely comes down to the system. Berberine is a natural compound. While a specific formulation could be patented, the raw extract can't be exclusively owned. The research is happening, but it's often in smaller, underfunded academic labs, not in the massive R&D departments of big pharma. The focus remains on novel, patentable drugs, leaving this potent natural solution waiting in the wings. It's a stark example of how our profit-driven medical model can overlook promising answers, even in a global health emergency. We've just covered two incredibly powerful, yet often overlooked natural options. If you're finding this information valuable and believe knowledge about natural health should be accessible to everyone, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Your support helps this channel continue to bring this critical information to light. Before we dive into the next remedy, I want to share something special with you. If you're someone who believes in the healing power of nature and wants to take control of your well-being, starting with simple, time-tested practices, then I've created something just for you. It's called the Natural Life Starter Kit, a free downloadable guide packed with powerful tools to help you begin your own natural healing journey. Inside, you'll find a healing herb chart with science-backed uses, a 7-day affirmation calendar for emotional clarity, a 7-day detox and nourishment plan, and a critical thinking journal to help you reconnect with your inner wisdom. Download it now, completely free, by clicking the link in the description or pinned comment. It's your first step toward living a more empowered, natural life. Now, let's look at a humble plant that could transform your gut health. The soothing plant for a fiery gut. Let's talk about a problem millions suffer from every day: gastroesophageal reflux disease, or GERD. It's that burning heartburn, the constant indigestion, the feeling that your own digestive system is at war with you. The go-to solution is a class of drugs called proton pump inhibitors, or PPIs. They're among the most prescribed medications in the world, generating billions. They work by shutting down the acid in your stomach. But while long-term use is common and sometimes necessary, it has been linked to potential issues like nutrient deficiencies and an altered gut microbiome. What if there was a gentler approach? What if a common plant could provide effective relief without the same risks? This brings us to a remedy many of us have in our homes but rarely think of as potent medicine: aloe vera. We all know it's great for sunburns, but its internal use for digestive healing is a cornerstone of traditional medicine. A small but fascinating clinical trial in 2015 directly compared aloe vera syrup to the popular GERD medications omeprazole and ranitidine. Over 4 weeks, the 79 patients were monitored. The results were remarkable. Researchers found that aloe vera was safe and well tolerated, and it reduced the frequency of all major GERD symptoms, including heartburn, food regurgitation, and nausea. The study concluded its effectiveness was comparable to the pharmaceutical drugs, but without any reported adverse side effects. How does it work? Instead of just turning off stomach acid, which we need for digestion, aloe vera appears to work by soothing inflammation. It's packed with anti-inflammatory compounds and polysaccharides that can help reduce irritation in the esophagus and stomach lining, promoting healing in the tissues that are being aggravated by the acid. The issue here is more subtle. Aloe vera is widely available and incredibly cheap. You can buy a whole leaf for just a few dollars. There's simply no financial incentive to promote a remedy people can grow in a pot on their windowsill. The medical system is built on prescriptions, not plants. So while studies continue to show its promise, this safe and affordable option remains an alternative, while billions are spent on drugs that may offer a rougher trade-off for long-term users. At final thoughts. Today, we've looked at just a handful of nature's overlooked remedies. A fruit that supports healthy blood sugar, an herb that fights superbugs in the lab, and a common plant that can soothe an irritated gut. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. The deeper you look, the more you find. And science is, slowly but surely, beginning to validate this ancient wisdom. Just recently, researchers at the University of Missouri found that a natural compound called camphorol, found in foods like kale and berries, shows promise as a potential treatment for devastating neurodegenerative diseases like ALS and dementia. Their research found the compound helps support energy production within nerve cells and reduces cellular stress. The challenge, as with many natural compounds, is absorption. But the discovery is a powerful reminder that the earth holds secrets we are only just beginning to unlock. The common thread here is that these remedies can't be easily monopolized. Their power is accessible and affordable. But in a world driven by patents and profits, that can be a weakness. The purpose of this video is not to tell you to abandon your doctor's advice. It's to empower you with knowledge. It is to encourage you to ask questions, explore all your options, and be an active participant in your own health journey. The most powerful pharmacy on earth truly is all around us. It's time we started paying attention. Thank you for watching. I encourage you to do your own research. And please share this video with anyone who you think might benefit from this information. Together, we can bring these overlooked remedies out of the shadows and into the light. If this video opened your eyes to the power of nature's forgotten remedies, just imagine what happens when you combine them with other holistic strategies rooted in science and tradition. To help you get started, don't forget to download your free Natural Life Starter Kit. It's waiting for you below. Whether you're looking to reduce stress, support your digestion, or boost your vitality naturally, this guide gives you everything you need to begin that journey with confidence. And if you're ready to go even deeper, I highly recommend watching my next video, The #1 Food Wrecking Your Gut, It's Not What You Think, where I break down some of the most effective and underrated gut-healing herbs backed by emerging research. You'll learn why gut health is truly the foundation of everything. Tap the link right here on the screen or in the description. I'll see you there. And remember, nature holds the answers. We just have to listen.